Hey guys, apologies for the lighting. I just really want to get this video filmed quickly and up because I wanted to put these products away. This is going to be the eye and lip portion of the haul video. If you're interested in a sort of lip swatch video like I did last time, let me know and I can do that for you. I could do it later on in the week when I have more time to set up lighting situation. But for now I just kind of want to get this stuff, show it to you and put it away, because anyone who makes YouTube videos will know what it's like when you have your other half going, why is that still sitting there? When are you putting that away? Why is it still there? And I'm just like, the video, you need to film the video. So now I'm filming the video. But as I say, I can come back and do more in depth on things later point. This is just quickie. So starting with eye products, as I mentioned in my like New Year vlog, if you guys have seen that, I will link it in the box if you want to check it out. I was doing someone's makeup over the holidays, and it resulted in eyeshadows being broken and a case being a palette being broken, so I had to buy a new palette for my MAC shadows and replace the ones that were broken. These are the three that I had to replace: Vanilla, Naked Lunch and Cranberry, and I ended up purchasing others while I was there. So we have Shroom, Malt, Plum dressing, which I freaking love, Atlantic Blue, which is very different, Tempting, which is gorgeous, Expensive Pink, which I just stuck my nail in trying to move it, and Woodwinked, which I used to have but I shattered it many years ago. So I now have space for my eyeshadows to move in here, and I can finally retire all my old style MAC palettes. I picked up some more loose palettes because I do want to depot things such as my NYX shadows. I wanted to pot them, so I picked up 4 of these Morphe palettes. I'm not entirely sure what size these are, but they aren't the large ones. I think these only hold maybe, like, it's negligible the amount less they hold. It's like maybe like 6 or 7 or 8. It's like 10 or less shadows less than the big size Morphe palettes. So I just got 4 of this size. To put my stuff in, because I also found that the bigger size, it had, once you filled it up, it still had space in it that you can't put things in, whereas this has less space left over, which makes me happy. But I got 3 Makeup Forever shadows. This first one here is Metallic 700. I will swatch this one for you because it's really pretty. It's like a sheer wash. It looks like it's going to be chunky, but it's really not. Then we have Satin 602, which is a gorgeous sort of burgundy brown shade. I've used that a couple of times already. And then we have this one, which is actually a blush, and it's in the shade Satin 848. But it was listed in the eyeshadow category on the website. I haven't had a chance to use this yet, but it looks really pretty. It kind of reminds me of New Red from Dior, but I think it would make an awesome pop of colour for smoky eyes as well. So there is that. This is going to look a bit excessive, and it is a bit excessive, but oh well, I did it now. I bought these guys. There's one palette that I didn't get because it either got sent back to the depot or it was out of stock post purchase, if that makes sense. Like, I ordered it but it wasn't registered on the site that it was out of stock yet. And that is the I Heart Makeup Vice palette, which I do kind of still want. They refunded it for me, so I do still have the money technically allocated for it. I don't know. I'll think about it. Maybe at another point, but I'll just get on and show you what is here. This is the Chocolate and Peach palette, which is supposed to be a dupe for the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. Shona Shortcake already did a video on this. I will link hers down below. It's really informative. She is really informative. And she does lots of really cool looks with the Makeup Revolution stuff. This next one is Salted Caramel, which is one I've had my eye on for about a year now. And this is what it looks like. And this is supposed to be a dupe of the Chocolate Bar palette. My lighting is horrendous. It's not showing up how bright this blue is. It's a gorgeous, really, it's not like a bright blue, but the pigment is very vibrant in it. But I'm really excited to play with that guy. And lastly for the Makeup Revolution is the Golden Bar palette, which looks really cool. I mean, look at that. That is such cool packaging. Oh. And this is the Golden Bar palette. Again, my lighting is so not doing this justice. It is so metallic and frosty, and the colors look so beautiful. And this one right here, I just want it all over my face. I'm so drawn to these colors at the moment. It's like nuts. And that color is called Cocoa, in case you were interested. And then we get on to the Too Faced palettes. Yes, I know. I went so long just putting them off, staying away from them, and I was like, you know what? Stuff it. I want to see what all the hype's about and play with them and stuff. I mean, I know I own colors exactly like it, but whatever. Now I have them. Correction. That Salted Caramel palette seems to be a dupe of the Chocolate Bar Semi-Sweet palette, which is this guy here, which I had to actually take in and get exchanged because pink sugar was completely shattered in the original one that I purchased. And oh my lord, I know everyone said that these were like strongly scented, but this is like really strongly scented. It's almost sickeningly sweetly scented. It's nuts. Then we have the classic Chocolate Bar palette, which most people are using for Pan That Palette this year. I know this is how late in the game I am. People are panning it. But there is the Chocolate Bar palette. Just looks so cool. I really want to play with Cherry Cordial. I haven't swatched any of them yet, so I don't have an idea of what the pigmentation is actually like. Oh, I just know based on other people's usages of it, and from what I've been seeing, that this won't take long to hit pan on, so you know, it may not last long in my collection. We'll see. And lastly, for the palette section is the big, oh my god, I can smell it through the packaging. It smells like the Body Shop Peach shower gel. Oh, I actually can't get into it now. But here is the Sweet Peach palette. Oh my god, you guys. Oh my god. I mean, it's nothing groundbreaking or anything. These are very, like, apart from maybe the corals and stuff, I mean, I get where people have been coming from. Like, for it being called the Sweet Peach palette, why are there only 2 peach shades? Like, seriously, why are there only 2 peach shades? I think they could have done with, like, maybe 5, if there was 5 or 6 peach shades in here, that would have been better. But there's only really 2. I mean, I suppose Georgia could be a peach, but, you know, it's so neutral that you... Also from MAC, I got a mascara as a gift with purchase. This is the Pro Beyond Twisted Lash Mascara. I've never used a MAC mascara before. This is what the wand looks like. It kind of reminds me of the L'Oreal Telescopic, and like the L'Oreal Telescopic, it smudges underneath. But there are very few mascaras for me that don't smudge underneath after like maybe 4 hours. I just think it's like my eyes water a little bit and it runs off. I'm not entirely sure what makes it happen, but you know. Apart from that, I do really like it. I love it on the top lashes. It's very, very lengthening and defining, and I really like it, so I'm happy to have that. I picked up 3 pigments from NYX. I haven't taken the plastic off, and I don't intend on doing swatches in this video because they are pigments. I don't know how messy they're going to be, so I will post a picture on my Instagram of these. I picked up one in Vermouth, and this is like a really deep sort of forest green shade. We have Old Hollywood, which is a gorgeous antique gold shade. I don't think it'll... You can kind of see it through the plastic there, through the reflect. And this one, which I'm not entirely sure I'm very keen on, is called Henna. It looked more of like a bronze in the swatches that I saw, or in the swatch on the NYX website anyway. It may swatch out different, but in the container it just kind of looks like a dull brown, so I'll have to see what they look like when they swatch. As I say, I'll put a picture up on Instagram. Instagram, as always, is linked in the info box. Shameless self-promotion. Lastly, from NYX on the eye front are some of the Slide On, Glide On, Stay On, and Definitely Turn On waterproof eye pencils. I've been seeing these going around since they launched, and it wasn't until I actually used one over the holiday with the girls I was doing the makeup with, and I used the black one, and it was so good. I actually used it to blend out as a base for her eyeshadow, and it worked so magnificently as a glorious tacky base. These are bar bases than like Maybelline Color Tattoos. So I'm super excited by these ones. So first of all, we have Golden Bronze, which looks stunning. So stunning. This one is so dark, I can't even read the name. Brown Perfection, and that's it there. It's a gorgeous like for, you know, when you want a dark liner but black would just be way too stark, and it just got really dark in here. Oh, sorry guys. Next we have Golden Olive, I believe this one is called. Yes, it is. There is Golden Olive. It's going to be fabulous for khaki looks. And lastly is Tropical Green, which I love. This sort of teal, it's just like boom. This sort of like on the bottom with like some pop-in colour. It's gonna look amazeballs. Amazeballs. I picked up a couple of things from number 7. One of them is their Stay Perfect Shade and Define eye pencils, or color eye crayon thing, you know, shadow sticks. That's what I'm looking for here, shadow stick. And this is in the shade Golden Copper. It's one of their new shades. I love these shadow pencils so much. They're so convenient, and they're very, very long wearing. So there is Golden Copper. It's very similar to what they had, I think it's called Glistening Ray. It was a limited edition a couple of years ago. So I'm really happy that they've got a similar colour that's permanent. So there is Golden Copper. And lastly, for number 7 lastly, but this is the Stay Perfect Liquid Eyeliner. I pick up a tube of this at least once a year, but I didn't realise that they'd reformulated this, repackaged it. It now comes with a sponge tip applicator, or like a felt tip, and it's got this, it's like a sponge, and then it's got like, I don't know if you can you see how it gets a little thicker on the tip there, like that is for putting the line on. it's thicker than the brush tip. The brush tip was, it was such a fine point. This, I can't get it any thinner than that. I don't know if it's still the same product. I don't remember it being as matte as this. I'm pretty sure it used to be a glossy finish eyeliner. I could be mistaken, but I will be sticking with the Maybelline Master Ink because it's still fine felt tip, but it's a much finer point. If I just compare the two there for you, the Maybelline is this one here. As you can see, it is a much finer point because the number 7 has that little additional piece of felt, which I'm guessing is supposed to help something. I don't know why they would put that there. I really don't, but if it didn't have that piece there, then maybe I would still like this eyeliner, but I will just stick with the Maybelline Master Ink in future. So that is that. And lastly, for the eye category is a brow pomade from Fredon, which is a company under the Tam Beauty umbrella. I will link all these things down below, but Tam Beauty is the company that owns Makeup Revolution, I Heart Makeup, Freedom, and I think a couple of other makeup brands as well. They also are the company that Kay Price does her makeup with. But yeah, this is the pomade. This is in medium brown, same as the Anastasia one that I have. As you can see, it's a little bit of a warmer warmer brown. This is the Anastasia. It's more of a neutral to cool tone. But as you can see, the colour is slightly different underneath, where it gets a little bit cooler. I think it must oxidize or something. But the actual product itself is stiffer than the Anastasia. It's a lot easier to work with. You don't, when you put your brush into the pot, you don't sort of have to be too gentle with it. You don't go sliding straight into the product, which is a problem I had with Anastasia. I just felt like I was wasting too much product and dunking up my brush sometimes with it if I wasn't being too careful. So the Freedom one, I like it better. The colour I'll have to get back to you on, but as far as the actual consistency, I think it's better than the Anastasia.